From Tauranga we had a lot of freedom. It's not like many other schools where you have to do 6 trainings a week. You can't do much. Like, we would do morning runs here with adventure racing, which we ran over the 3 peaks which are just behind us, which is like I think it was like 10k run, Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
We got the ability to play lots of different sports. That also helped us, I think, in the hockey environment as well, because we obviously had lots of early morning trainings, like had to wake up early, do a lot of running, and that also helped us on the hockey field as well, like fitness wise and work ethic wise.
At some point it starts clicking and hockey started becoming pretty serious, but I think that was where it all kind of started back here.
I would definitely agree. Like, I think while being at Tauranga High School, we just were so immersed in everything. Like, it was never just hockey, it was always, we've got hockey training in the morning and then we had basketball training in the evening. Like, we were always doing so many different things that I think really like translated into our abilities now. Like, we were always keen to be out there, and Tauranga High School gave us that opportunity just to be involved in anything because we didn't have any limitations while being here. Dad has been coaching us since we were like 5. Like, I remember he used to coach Sean. Sean played hockey first, and we used to like rock up to the training, and he just kept going ever since then. Like, he just would take every single team that we were in. At one point he was taking the boys first 11 here and the girls first 11, and then he was running the academy. So yeah, he's definitely a big factor, I reckon, in why like this school turned into loving hockey. Like, he definitely drove a lot of that because he was just so keen and like willing to take anything and help out. And yeah, I guess Mum as well. Mum was always wanting to be the manager of the hockey teams. Like, I remember before we were even at school, Dad was taking like the first 11 hockey team with Mum being the manager, and they'd go away on tournament week without us. So yeah, definitely both of them were big driving factors.
Mum and Dad started a hockey academy at school because clearly we needed to do more, apparently. Probably didn't need it at the time, but no, it was a lot of fun. All my best mates played in my first 11 team, so we were pretty average, but it was a lot of fun, and we went on some pretty cool school tournaments because we were in Tier 3 or whatever it was, so no, it was pretty cool.
And we were pretty similar in Hannah and I's first year. We'd dropped all the way to Tier 4. Our first school tournament was actually in Gisborne, of all places, and then we actually won that tournament and kind of boosted ourselves up, and then we were playing in Palmy for the next 3 years trying to get into Fed Cup and Refry. But yeah, it was crazy where we started to where we actually ended up. Like, Greer in her final year was playing in Fed Cup, so we went from Tier 4 from Hannah and I's year to Tier 1 in Greer's year, which was, yeah, pretty exciting for Tauranga High School and us, I think.
I had the pleasure of being their dean, also here at school. Academically they were sound, and on the sports field they're very, very, very good. These guys are role models because we are pretty strong in hockey, and anyone that coaches hockey uses them as an example. I got nothing, I'm pretty useless with a hockey stick, but they were always destined to great heights as far as hockey went, and in other things as well, because they're good kids. They were at pain while they were here, but they are good kids.
I guess growing up we used to come here quite a bit because Mum Mum taught here and both Mum and Dad went to school here as well. Walking over from Tauranga Intermediate, because our intermediate's just connected across the road, so we just walk over after school and then pop into Mum's office, which is just behind us on the right.
Mum was a cooking teacher as well, and we used to like have hockey obviously at like 4 o'clock, and she would be cooking in her last period, and we would always walk over and try sneak some food that she'd been cooking in her class. Or
Emma was the goody good. She was the deputy head girl, and we were all just the other kids that were here because we probably had to be more than anything else.
Yeah, school was definitely for the sport, not for the classroom.
Yeah. We spent a lot of time here. When I say a lot, I mean a lot. It was most Saturdays, the whole day Sunday, every day after work, after school. Like, yeah, we spent a good portion of our childhood here.
We had a lot of turf hit arounds, even just with just our family coming down. They never ended good, to be honest. But yeah, it was always fun.
Lots of happy memories. We've had we spent a lot of time down here, a lot of time running around in between games, watching Dad, watching Sean. We've spent hours of training. Sometimes it's ranging from like 6 a.m. in the morning to like 8:30 at night. But yeah, I think coming back here, and when we get to come back here quite regularly when we come home, it's like always quite special because this is where this is where we spent so much of our childhood.
The turf's a great place to raise kids, lots of like-minded people, safe environment, sort of enclosed, so it was always an easy option to take the kids down with me. So that was it's quarter time in the game or half time in the game, and the kids are on the turf hitting the ball in the goal, and then they're off, and then they're on, and then they're off, and that's kind of how probably that first 10 years or so went.
The colours of all our different teams, there's our Tauranga Intermediate uniform there, our Tauranga High School, yeah, us playing,
club.
Yeah, lots of different memories, lots of different parts of our career, I guess, areas. Coach Shay, player Shay,
Coach Greg, Caitlin and Hen, obviously.
Yeah.
Sam Hiha, Dill.
Is that Dom there? Dom the keeper?
Yeah, Dom.
This is probably a picture of Olivia Shannon when she beat our Tauranga High School team 13-0. I think she might have scored like 7 goals or something in our first year of high school.
Watching Em Gaddam.
Yes. Hawke's Bay legend.
Yeah, playing with us last year for Hawke's Bay Women's as well, which was awesome.
Yeah, we also grew up with Shay McAleese and Greg Nicol taking so many of our trainings. We'd come down here for one-on-ones with them, and yeah, I guess they've helped create the players that we are today. I guess it all started from Dad. I reckon Dad's probably the biggest turf rat, and then probably Sean definitely, and then probably the 3 of us following in behind. Like I think we all love it just as much as each other, and always if someone's like, right, let's go down to the turf, like we're all keen.
Personally, I actually think Sean was probably the biggest turf rat. He actually ended up making a stick brand. What was it called? It was KIS.
Yeah, keep it simple.
Yeah. He tried to get it going. Don't know how well it actually ended up, but him and his best mate, they tried to get something out of it.
One of my obviously biggest hockey memories is I grew up in Hawke's Bay, which meant I had the unique opportunity to play club hockey with my dad, and actually for Hawke's Bay. It started in year 9, and I actually managed to play, I think it was 7 or 8 years with him for club, and it would have been 4 years for Hawke's Bay before he started coaching, and I obviously carried on. It was a pretty epic experience, and one that not many people obviously get to do, but it was awesome.
I guess my pathway for me, I got my first opportunity in 2022 when I went to the Junior World Cup qualifiers in Canberra. And then from there I was lucky enough to be selected for the 2023 Junior World Cup, which was also in Chile, like the one coming up. That was my first major tournament. I'd recently been selected for the Black Six, but it was my first proper tournament away with the junior girls, which was really cool. It's all user pay, so we had to find our own way there, and I was pretty lucky. The community around me were pretty supportive.
I think for me, being the youngest, like watching all of these guys grow up and like watching them play hockey has actually been really cool, and then seeing like Emma and Sean in the NZ Black Six space has been like really cool and like aspiring for me like to get there, I think. And with this 21's opportunity, it's quite cool because it's given me that opportunity to actually represent the country as well.
Really lucky, got to go and see the 3 girls play for New Zealand and against Australia in the World Cup qualifier and for the under-21s. Great series of tournaments, and they've done really well. A huge commitment for them personally. Got to go to Paris recently and last year and watch Sean at the Olympics. This year for Sean, big year with pushing on for a World Cup. New Zealand's got tons of potential, and it's going to take some real effort to start realising a lot of that potential.
I've been able to do some pretty cool things so far, from playing in the Netherlands to now in Germany. I get to travel the world. I've been lucky enough to go to a couple of Olympics, a Commonwealth Games and a World Cup. I was also fortunate enough that the whole family could come over and watch me at Commonwealth Games in Birmingham, which was a pretty cool experience, and it was awesome to have them obviously there. But yeah, you always know the community's behind you. Whenever you get home, everyone asks you questions, everyone wants to know how'd you go, what food you ate, every little detail. but nah, it's awesome. It shows how much everyone cares.
With all of us playing together, potentially at the end of the year, all three of us, it's a big ask for Dad to come up with the money. So at the moment we're trying to be proactive and find ways to put together money and get some support from the community. We're selling firewood, we've got teachers helping us with quiz nights and cooking classes, and it's a great way to bring everyone together and a way to ease the financial you can say burden for Dad at the end of the year.
It's one of those things that as a parent you will make happen. Like you want your kids to have the opportunity to do it, and it should never be a reason why they don't. But it doesn't just happen. You've got to be proactive about it. You've got to get out, and there are a ton of people who want to help and support and see this as something that they want to be attached to.
It was awesome for me being at the first Junior World Cup, so I think being at my second one will be pretty special, especially if all my family's there, and yeah, I get to do it alongside my sisters.